So what got you interested in one-on-one coaching?
It was another GM1 coach called Low Knight. He told me about you.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty
Perfect.
much it.
Okay. Works for me. Works for me. How long you been playing Overwatch?
For like the longest time since the game started.
Nice. What got you into it?
Um, I mean, I kind of just saw a video about it one day and I asked my dad to buy it for me. I was like 9 though, so
Makes sense. Okay. Okay. And you've obviously been playing it for a while. So what appeals to you so much about the game?
I just like the characters and it's really fun,
Okay.
even though I
Okay.
rage a lot.
Okay. Okay. And looking through here. So you play Widowmaker and you're Bronze 5 Widowmaker, correct?
Um, yeah, the thing about that, before I was Bronze 5,
Ah,
and in like a week I went from Bronze to Silver 3. I don't know how.
nice.
Actually, Silver 2, Silver 2.
Okay, nice. That's a huge improvement. So you really have no idea how. No guesses?
My aim got better.
How did your aim get better though? You just practice
Um,
more or what?
I've just been playing games nonstop. I stopped thinking about ranking up actually.
Oh, and it just happened.
Yeah.
Funny how that works, right? Stop
Mhm.
putting so much pressure on yourself. Just play the game, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I'm better." You know. Now I want to talk as well because it's interesting that you said something about like you struggle with like raging and stuff. So like, what tends to tick you off?
It's normally like the hate comments I get for playing Widowmaker.
You know, it's funny. I released a video today just about that. We were talking about like the scapegoat tier list,
Mhm.
and we're like, what are the players that are most likely to get blamed? And you know what character was in the top tier?
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker. It was what were the characters at the top? I'm looking at the video right here. It's Widow, Doomfist, Wrecking Ball. Like those are the characters that always get flamed, right?
Yeah, I
Um,
can't stand ball.
yeah, so it's like those characters are always getting flamed. So yeah, I mean that's it. You know, it's actually funny. My wife actually got banned, so she plays a lot of Widowmaker, and she
Oh,
actually
yeah.
got so many reports back when she was in Silver years and years ago.
Mhm.
She actually got so many automated reports for picking Widowmaker and not swapping, that she got an automated week-long ban because um,
Jeez.
for throwing games, even though she was obviously not throwing games. Comments from like kill yourself
People
and
send it.
swap
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and like Widowmaker. You shouldn't play Widowmaker until you're like plat or diamond, which never made any sense to me because
Yeah.
if I'm silver, I there's a reason I'm silver, right? I'm winning
Exactly.
games as with this character. Like, what do you mean? Like, you should
We're
play
all in
high
the
skill
same
character,
level.
right? Exactly. It makes no logical sense. So yeah, I mean, it's out of control. Um, Now, have you tried not joining voice or
I don't
not
even
joining
use
text
voice.
chat? All right, no text
Um,
chat though.
I rarely use text chat. Like
No, when you
sometimes.
say rarely use, I'm saying turn it off.
I've never tried it.
You should try it. You should
It
try it.
helps.
And it does because I do it myself. I remember. I remember. This is a story I've told a few times. About a year ago, uh, I was playing a ranked game on Winston. It's like
Mhm.
mid masters, and I wasn't playing very well. My team wasn't playing very well. Nobody was playing very well. We ended up losing. Somebody in team chat goes, "Is that the real Spylo?" No way, because you wouldn't be throwing the game this hard. And so, I don't join text chat anymore because it's like the thing is like the most productive communication is probably going to be coming through voice anyway, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of toxicity in voice as well. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm not going to join voice, but then I realized I'm like, if I'm not in voice, then why am I in text chat? Because text chat,
Exactly.
there's nothing productive in there. So I would put it this way: if it doesn't bother you, okay, you can deal with it. But if it does bother you, or if it's even just distracting, right? Because for me, it never like hurt my feelings. It was just distracting.
Yeah.
I turn
It's
it
just
off.
distracting a little bit.
Then consider turning it off, especially if it's making the game less fun for you to play. Or there's days where you're like, I want to play and I know I'm going to get flamed, and turn it off. Turn it off. Do the best that you can. Play as best as you possibly can. Pay attention to your teammates' positioning. Try to be a good team player around that. But you don't need it. You don't need it.
Actually, how do I turn it off? Like, what setting is it?
Let me show you really fast here. So I'm actually going to just jump into a game really fast to show you. Um, aim training and warm up here. So you press P. Are you on console or PC?
PC.
Okay. So press P or whatever your social settings is, and it'll like pull up the social thing, right? You've seen this, right?
Yeah.
Click this right there,
Oh, okay.
and it squelches them. And so you might have to like you can also go into settings. I think here, social text chat, profanity filters. You could just turn it off here as well. See
Okay,
this
let me do that real
team
quick.
chat, match chat, and then I think it saves the setting actually. So you could do all that. Make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend that one. It's just people that really have all ranks are just sometimes people are rude. People get frustrated. They're not necessarily mean people. They just are frustrated, and so they say mean things and they're emotional. And there's a lot of like bad perceptions that like you shouldn't be playing high school characters and low skill ranks. And so it's better to just kind of like let them vent, let them do their thing. You play your game, do the best that you can. Don't throw games. Do the best that you can, and focus on your gameplay. And it's gonna be a lot more fun to you, and you're gonna play, I think, a little bit better overall.
Yeah,
So,
it's been more fun recently.
okay. Okay, so 3 to 5 hours per day. Now, how is that time spent? Is that all competitive, or do you do custom games, arcade, quick play? How does that go?
Mostly comp.
Okay. Do you warm up?
Not really as much anymore. I try to warm up when I'm starting to get like tilted a little bit.
Okay.
I try and take a break.
Okay. Sounds good. Now, when you warmed up, what did you usually do for warm up?
I go in this custom game called Seda, I think, or it's
Yep.
by Seda.
Yeah. Is it
Vaxa.
Vaxa? Yep.
Yeah, Vaxa.
Vaxa's great. Vaxa's great for hit scan. It's a little tricky, but it's great for hit scan. Okay, awesome. And how long do you spend in there?
Like around 15 minutes, or when I start noticing that I'm hitting all my shots.
Sure. Perfect. What I would aim for on the average day, if you could, aim for 5 to 10 minutes in Vaxa before you jump into ranked, regardless of whether you're feeling tilted. I think when you're playing a mechanically intense character, it's really important to be warmed up. And I think even if it's just 5-10 minutes in Vaxa's freaking boring, right? So,
Yes.
but spend 5 to 10 minutes. You can do 5 to 10 minutes. Put on some music even if you want to, and just flick, shake out your hands, then rank you into ranked.
All right.
I would recommend trying that out and see how that goes for you. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. Any questions so far?
Not really.
So let's write this stuff down. Turn off team match chat. Consider warming up 5-10 minutes with Vaxta every day. And you said that you use Vaxta as like a tilt kind of cooldown kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's something else to consider. Do you take breaks between games besides that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. How often? How long?
If I get 2 losses, I have a rule. 2 losses, I get up the game. Play like Baldur's Gate or something.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, how often does that usually happen? And then when you play Baldur's Gate, you go back to Overwatch.
Yeah, but sometimes I get lost in the game, so
Yeah. So you see the potential problem with you training there, right?
Mhm.
Because let's say that you play 2 games, you lose both games, you played well, they were close games, nothing really bad to say, and you stop playing, you play Baldur's Gate. There's your practice time, right? It's gone, right?
Yeah.
The other thing to consider as well is that most days, like even if you were to improve at Widowmaker, you would have 55% win rate, something like that, right?
Mhm.
You're going to lose a lot of games. There's no way to stop it. You're going to lose a lot of games. So the way that I think is not necessarily to avoid the losses in order to treat yourself like with kid gloves, like, oh, I can't handle the losses. Instead, stop worrying about how many games you win. Stop worrying about how many games you lose. What I would recommend trying is I would recommend taking a 1 to 2 minute break between every game. While you're in queue, right? Just get up, walk around, stretch your hands, stretch your legs, whatever, get some water.
Okay.
And then if you lose a game, doesn't matter. Take your short break, go back and try it again. Lose another game, doesn't matter. Queue up, go back in again. Now, if you start to get tilted or frustrated, then maybe you take a longer break, right? But even then, before you jump into Baldur's Gate, I would give yourself 5-10 minutes at least to see if you can calm yourself down a little bit before you jump back in. Because really what you want is around 3 hours per day of practice, 2 to 3 hours per day.
Mhm.
And you're saying I'm playing 3 to 5 hours, but then are there also days where you just stop quite early?
Yeah, like I stopped a lot
Right.
recently actually. I
Right.
took a long break.
Okay. But the goal is to try and be consistent with your playtime, right? And don't need to play too long. Don't play too little. Try and take breaks between every game. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. Breaks. 1 to 2 minute breaks. Mentally focus. It's not just about like, oh, I'm not tilted. I don't need to take a break. Well, keep yourself not tilted. Take a quick break, refresh yourself, and go back in again. Don't be preventative about it. Don't wait till you're already tilted. Okay. Long-term, short-term goals to reach Grandmaster with my Doom duo. So you duo.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes, not recently.
Sometimes. Okay. Sounds good.
He has an issue that happened recently. So.
Okay. Makes sense. All right. What do you feel is holding you back from improving? Mechanics, practice, consistent practice, and Vaxta warm-up will help you with that. Now, if you want to improve your mechanics beyond that, do you play much deathmatch?
No.
Okay. You should consider it. It might be tough. It will definitely be tough. But there's try hard free for all. If you can see stream right here, that's something that's okay here. And then there's also something that's going to be also as good, maybe even better for you, which you're going to go into unranked here. And you're going to select this right here. And to be honest with you guys, Widowmaker's pretty bad in this mode. But it's not about winning the mode, right? It's just about practicing beating a Tracer in a 1v1. Can you do it, right? Can you beat a Genji in a 1v1? Can you, right?
Tracer, like, I give it like 50-50. Genji is like 80-20.
Right.
Well, it's losing.
Right. It's hard, right? So
Yeah.
This is why you practice this, because it's a 1 second respawn, right? You die, go back again. And you only focus on your mechanics. You just worry about winning the 1v1s. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You'll get good at using your Venomine. You'll get using your grapple. That's something to consider as well. Consider using deathmatch or mechanics practice. And you could do that anytime you'd like. I would say mechanics practice is generally best done after you've already done your comp. Like, let's say you've done 1 or 2 hours of ranked after your 5 to 10 minutes of Vaxta, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to take a break now. And you go and you do deathmatch for 30 minutes. That's perfect. I would consider doing it at the end. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Now, last thing, what is your DPI, mouse DPI and in-game sensitivity? Do you know?
Yeah, I do. 800 DPI, 4 cents.
Okay, sounds totally good. And then you have, I assumed you have the proper scope sensitivity for Widowmaker, which should look something like this.
Yeah, it's 38, but my sensitivity for the hook is 12.
Okay. Yep. Okay. All good then. So you got all the settings checked off then.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you feel something back from improving mechanics? We talked about mentality. So talk to me a little bit about mentality. I guess we talked a little bit already, but is there anything else?
This is mainly the tilting part. It's hard not to tilt when your Zen is like 0-7, 1k heals, and he's talking trash about me.
Right. But you see, so you see how you're mirroring.
Letting the chat affect me.
You're mirroring, exactly. You're seeing somebody who who's trashing you. So then your defense mechanism is then to look at his stats and flame him back. Or even if you don't say anything, you're thinking about that. Right? Yeah. And so now not only are you being toxic, which is mean, you're distracted. That's the most important problem. You're distracted. You're not thinking about your gameplay. You're not focused. You're emotional. And that's a problem. And so I think that goes back into the chat, right? You have to focus. You got to focus on your play, right? You got to focus on your play. Everyone's going to have a good game. Everyone's going to have a bad game. That just happens. It happens all the time. And honestly, stats won't even tell you the full story either. But you can't let that be a distraction. You can't let that be a distraction. So either toughen up, focus on yourself, or turn off the chat, or both, preferably. Because you're still going to be, at some points, tempted to press tab and be like, why is my Mercy 9 deaths in the first 6 minutes, right? But it doesn't matter. Do your job. The matchmaking is going to put you in what I think is an even lobby. And if you're better than the enemy DPS over the majority of games, you will climb up. And if you're not, you won't. You need to focus on what you need to do so that you will climb up. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. I think I'm about to leave silver right now. I think I'm on a 58% win rate.
Good. But don't even worry about the win rate, right? You should be looking about like what, like, because here's the funny thing. Maybe it was a mentality thing. Maybe it was because you've been less focusing up on rank, but you've ranked up and you don't really know why. Mm-hmm. That's great, but that shouldn't be the goal. You should know exactly why you ranked up, because when I went on a project recently on stream where I was trying to learn the new rework Sombra so that I could coach her better, right? Yeah. And
I
I
remember.
had like a 35% win rate initially. Like I was just terrible, right? And then I got better and I got better and I got better. And my win rate ended up being right around 52%, 53%. I climbed right back to where I was and even a little bit higher. But the important thing for me is that I knew why I climbed. I got a lot better with my virus accuracy. I was way better at adapting versus the enemy composition. And I also had more consistent, like planned escape routes with my translocator. So I died a lot less often with it, if that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why that's important for me to know that is because that's making sure that I always have goals to work on. If I just go in and I play and I just get better, I'm like, oh, what did I do? How did I do that? Okay, whatever. Well, that's not what you want. Like, I want you to finish this session today and be like, I know what things I need to improve on for me to reach gold.
Okay.
You kind of see what I'm saying? And that needs to be a long-term thing. You need to always know what the next step is for you, whether it's and whether it's mentality, whether it's improving your warm-up, whether it's your positioning, game sense, whatever else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
What is it?
Oh, I was saying I was taking notes right now.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Understanding, positioning, game sense. Okay. Is there anything that comes to mind when you feel like I don't have good understanding, not good positioning, not good game sense? Anything come to mind, or you're not really sure?
Yeah, I always choose like the most basic angles, and it's kind of forcing me to like die almost
Okay.
a lot more than I should have.
So more variety in your angles.
Yeah,
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
saving my grapple.
Now you're aware that this is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it's an issue?
I got out of the habit of using it at the start of the game, but I feel like I've never had an escape when a Genji's flanking me or Tracer or whatnot.
Okay.
So
Okay. We'll keep an eye on grapple usage. And anything else?
placing
Angles,
mine.
grapple usage, and placing mine. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. What is mine used for? What needs to be improved with your mine placement?
It's kind of like I don't place it as much as I should have because
Okay.
I kind of feel no need when I'm in the match. But I notice it helps a lot when I actually do use it.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Fair enough. Okay. How many hours of sleep do you get per night on average? Only 6. Could be better.
I have a lot of schoolwork.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So maybe I hate to be the mother here, but it might unironically be better for your Overwatch play if you played a little bit less Overwatch instead of 3 to 5, and for like 2 to 4, 2 to 3, and got another hour of sleep.
Yeah.
Even if it's 30 minutes of sleep more, it's going to help you react faster. It's going to help you learn faster, and it's also going to help you to deal with the emotion of being not even frustrated at your teammates, but being frustrated at yourself. Promise you. Even if it's just 30, 45 minutes more, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's not going to snap your fingers. Oh, I got 30 more minutes of sleep. I'm, top 500 now. But it will, over the course of a long period of time, it will help you. I promise you.
Okay.
Okay. No questions so far?
Not really. Some of these games I played Hanzo, by the way.
Okay, that works for me. So you're not a Widow OTP then?
I am, but like recently, it's just I don't know how to deal with the Sombras either.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, do you enjoy Hanzo?
Not really.
Okay, then you need to learn how to play Widow into Sombra.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't mind if you enjoy playing Hanzo and you want to pick Hanzo into Sombra. It works for me, but if you don't enjoy playing, then don't play. We'll adjust. It's obviously quite a counter for you, but it's playable. Mm-hmm. It's playable. It's a way to play around. It's hard. It's playable. Okay, let's look at some gameplay here. Do you have a replay code for me? Yes, you do. I see it. Which of these codes would you prefer?
Probably the first one.
All right, let's take a look.
That's the one that had the most struggle.
Okay.
New Junk City.
New Junk City, indeed. So, Widow, take a long angle. Save your grapple to reposition if you are going to be dove. If not, you can use your grapple to reposition to different angles. Venomine as either in a scouting or to prevent people from diving you without getting punished. And then you click their heads. That's it.
Okay.
That's all you need to do. Now, I say that as if it's super simple. It's not. It's tricky. But it's something that there's not a lot of things that you should be thinking about. Now, I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't have a problem with you if you grappled out from spawn here. I know you talked about something that you broke the habit of, but sometimes it's okay. Because you know what? They're not going to be there in time. So if you grapple now, you will have it back in time. By the time that any dive character can stage on you.
Okay.
Depends on the map, but on this map, you'll be fine. Now, you should be breaking the crap out of your tab button right now.
What happened?
Because 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. You can now press tab and scout the enemy comp.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right now, you will know what their heroes are on. Now that's extremely important because obviously we can see it right now. We're cheating, right? But what could you do with the information that you see?
Probably place better around the Cassidy. He was really annoying that game, and the Junkrat.
Okay, how do those characters do versus you from far away?
Not really good.
Okay, do they have the mobility, the dive, the blinks, the dashes, the rolling like a wrecking ball to be able to get to you?
Yeah. Well, Junkrat does.
Well, not really though. At least in comparison to a Tracer, right?
Yeah.
And even to get to you, he has to use one of his tools to kill you, right? The mine.
It's bomb.
So keep your distance. Keep your distance. Now, Winston's a bit of a problem, right? Why?
He wasn't really focused on me though. His jump and his shield, it could block me.
Yep. He can potentially dive you. But you know what? I see this composition and I'm thinking if you could stay away from these guys, keep a long angle, nobody's going to touch you. Nobody's going to touch you. So based off
hard on this map though.
It is hard, right? It is hard, but it's doable. So based off of that information, where should you rotate to?
Probably more. I wish I could mark it. To the left room over there instead. This is the one where they're in the circle, right? Yeah, around there.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
I didn't go there.
You didn't go there. Why didn't you go there?
I don't know. I was kind of autopiloting.
Now, why is that a problem?
I'm kind of just doing instead of constantly thinking.
Now, can you think about everything at the same time?
No.
So some things are going to be autopiloted on. But if you want to improve your positioning, what can never be autopiloted?
Positioning.
If you want to work on your Venomine usage, what can never be autopiloted?
Venomine.
And so on, right? So we're going to prioritize positioning, but we'll also talk about Venomine. We'll talk about grapple. Your key thing is to take one of those things that we give you in a bullet point list at the end and to not autopilot on that skill for the entire match. And the next game, you'd be like, let's practice that some more. Or, I'm good. Let's practice another skill. But for right now, this positioning sucks. Especially given the fact that you should have perfect information from pressing tab. Okay, so let's see here where we can see. Because I look at this here and I go, whoa, too close. What could we do from here?
I should be where the camera is right now, right?
Like here-ish. You see this?
A little bit around the corner.
Yeah, maybe a little bit here, right? Obviously, you know what? Something else you could do here too. Once you see that Winston use jump,
there's a place above.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. You don't know this, but you're not looking for it, right? You know what you want as Widow. You want a nice long sight line, a nice little bit of distance, right? But if you're just autopiloting, you'll never learn this. Go looking for these positions. Here's another question. Is going far right from here good?
You
don't know. You don't know. Right. No. You don't know, and that's a problem. Let's find out. Or even, honestly, you could go here, actually. Obviously they're here now, so maybe, but this isn't too bad either. You know what I want you to do? Yeah, I want you to go try it out in a rank game.
Okay.
Go try it out. Because you know what? You roll out this way, you grapple out. You might even have to leave the different spawn doors. So you're going to leave out, instead of this spawn, you might leave out this spawn door. You're going to walk out, you're going to grapple up and over. You're going to trot. Throw your Venomine and see what you can do from here.
Okay.
And you know what? There's also a Mega here too. So give it a shot. No pun intended.
Also, you talked about my scope movement last time.
What was wrong with your scope movement?
Honestly, I shouldn't even be right here in this position. But
why?
Without my teammates or
no, wait a second. Why shouldn't you be here without your teammates?
I mean, there's a Zen and a Cassidy. This Cassidy was really annoying this game.
So
Um,
why can't you be here without your teammates because of Zenyatta and Cassidy?
he has his Discord, and my teammates are somewhere else right now, finding a Winston, I think.
Wait, but do you have a one shot? Should this
My
Zenyatta
aim.
be split from his team? Like I don't. I'm trying to understand your logic here because you're scared. Oh, I shouldn't be split from my team because he could shoot me, but you could shoot him. So what's the point?
It's a 2v1. They're both long range.
But then wait a second. Who's the longest range character in the entire game?
Widow.
Okay. So what happens if you mess up here and the Zenyatta shoots you in the head? What happens?
I die.
Are you sure? How many shots does it take for
well,
him to kill
near death. Near death.
you? Near death. So then what do you do?
Go for cover or leave.
Duck behind cover? Can your supports heal you from here?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice they were there.
It's okay to be split if it's a long sight line, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be split.
But I kind of can't rely on them.
And what do you mean you can't? Well, you can't rely on them to heal you. So then, what's the point? Just stay in spawn. So you're saying you should play closer to them so that they can heal you easier?
Yeah, all of my games, they never turn back to look, or even if I press X, I often don't get heals. So
okay, fair enough. That happens. So what are you going to do from this position here?
Nothing. I can't do anything there.
But that's closer to your supports.
The Winston has me, and I have no sightlines.
So what's the solution?
To play more to the right where I am.
And just take the fact that you're not going to get a lot of healing. That's okay.
Okay.
You're looking at this as like, well, I have to play with my team because I'm not going to get healing. But you playing with your team here is garbage position for you. So you know what? Maybe your team heals you when you press X. Maybe your team doesn't heal you when you press X. Play to the position that's best for your character.
Okay. Worst
case scenario, if you got to go grab a health pack, okay. This is also where like, well, I don't know where the health packs are. Well, that's a you problem. Go find out. This is fine.
I don't think
because I look at this and you're like, oh, it's a 2v1. You know, it's a 2v1. It's bad for me. It's bad for me. I look at this as a 2v1 where you should have gotten a kill if you didn't suck, right? Yeah. But you know what? Even though you suck, we've all sucked, right? At some point or another. I still suck. But you took two people's focus while your team took a 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 3.
I don't know how they didn't. I don't know.
See? You know who killed that Winston? You did. You killed that Winston. Where was Discord? Where was Cassidy?
On me.
On you. And you lived it. And you should have caught a kill too.
Yeah.
So you forgot about the Cassidy. You forgot how low you were. And you stood out in the open. You should have stayed focused on the Cassidy. You should have stayed focused on the Zenyatta. Or you should have gone and grabbed my health pack. But you know what? Your team's going to win. Your team's going to win this fight because of your good position. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Something to consider.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing.
Now remember, what do you want? What does a Widowmaker want? Number one thing.
Long sight lines.
Long sight line. Do you have a long sight line?
No.
You fail. Too close. Even this is too close. It's not bad. It's an angle. But where should you go instead? So we're like, oh, you fail, you fail, you fail. But what's the solution then?
Thank you.
Right here?
Yeah, what's the solution? Where do you go?
I could be further back behind in that.
Sure could. Sure could.
Yeah.
Even just over here. Or again, taking the top. Or if you're going to grapple away, grapple this way, longer sight line. Or grapple this way, slightly longer sight line. Not this. Now it ends up working out okay because they run away and kind of longer. But yeah, that's all. Now you just play Kovacs, right? Or Vaxa.
Yeah.
Easy. So you know what? It's an accident that your positioning worked out. So you fail. But you could still see why it worked, right? It worked because it accidentally turned out to be a long sight line. Accidentally. But we don't want accidents. We want you making a decision and it working out. You were saying something?
Oh, I was saying on purpose, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. Long sight lane, long sight lane, long sight lane, long sight lane, long sight lane.
Yes.
This map also, it's hard to tell where they come from a little bit.
What do you think? Long sight lane?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it the best angle that you could hold?
No.
How do you know?
I have like little room to shoot.
Well, but is there a better sight lane available? I don't know. But you know what?
There's one to the left.
But maybe. Yeah, this looks
Yeah.
okay to me. But see, here's the thing. If you don't know, try. Right?
Okay.
So you're like, I don't know where to hold here. Okay, I don't know either. Okay, let's see. Ooh. You see this? This is pretty good. Or like, ooh, this is maybe the best sight lane you got. And you got a mini health pack here. You see this? This is juicy, right? And if you still have your grapple, the Winston dives you grapple away, you get to your team, and you're good, right? And then you were saying left, like this one, and the same thing over here, right? So mini health pack right here. So your positioning isn't bad because you have a long-ish sightline, but it could be longer and can have a better off angle.
Okay.
Now, let's talk quickly about why angles matter. So why is this sightline not so good, and why is this sightline maybe a little bit better? See it?
Yeah.
Why is it better?
Well,
Why are angles good?
I have like more range of view, like a better vision as like where I could shoot, basically.
But why does an angle give you that? What is it about an angle that gives you that? For example, how come you can't see Winston here, but you can see Winston here?
Oh, cover.
Right. If you put yourself in the Winston's shoes, he's hiding from damage here, right?
Yeah.
But if he's hiding from the damage here, but not all the damage is here, let's say there's some damage over here, can he hide from both sources of damage?
No.
No. And that's why an angle is valuable. Because you say, oh, you think that you have cover there? No, you don't.
Exactly.
That's why an angle is good. Make sense?
Mhm.
Now, you don't just want an angle because you can't take just any angle. You want a long angle because otherwise you will die to Winston.
Okay.
Nice shot. Good in for sights as well. Love to see it.
Oh, I missed it.
It's fine. But what's the problem potentially with this angle? It's not a bad angle, but it's a little close. So it could be easy for them to walk into you very quickly. Nice shot. And push you. Like even here, who is the advantage in this 1v1 right
Not
here?
me here.
Cassidy, right? This is not, I shouldn't be split from my team. No,
I'm
you could
sorry,
be
that's
split.
you.
What is it?
That's you. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not Cassidy.
Oh, sorry. That took me a second. But the main problem here is that it's not that you're split from your team. It's split from your team and close to Cassidy. If you were split from your team and here, Cassidy peeks you, he should die. You have a chance to be in that 1v1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're done.
I'm done.
You're over.
The Lucio got me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Lucio dominates Widowmaker in the 1v1 if he can get close to you. Absolutely dominates you. So I'd be careful even here. I know you're a Matrisen, but this is a lost fight. Like this don't stagger here. I'd just get out. And again, it's too close. You notice that again? It's way too close. If Winston can get to you with one jump, this is too close. And you're dead. Okay. Yeah.
Cassidy got me.
Yeah.
Attack the objective.
Where should you be?
I should be further back or to the left, where their whole team is.
Isn't it funny how going for like you can have literally the best of both worlds here? Look at this. Look at the sight line. Look at this angle. Look at this distance. You see it?
Yeah.
It's here. Ugh. Can't see anything. Okay, I say that as you just hit a crazy shot. Dang it. Nice shot.
I don't know what I was doing here. I couldn't find my team. They just left me.
I mean, that's how it is. They had to touch point. 97, 98, 99. They had to touch point. You're not you're not a concern right now. You got to go. In a way, you have to be considered. You have to be thinking about your value and your survivability.
Okay.
Now, your team may heal you. The team may not heal you. But you know what a Widowmaker likes? A long sight line, a long angle. So stop worrying about like, oh, where's my team at? No, worry about your value. Take a long sight line, long angle. That's it.
I should be getting health packs more.
Attack the objective.
Maybe. Yes.
No one can hide from my sight.
Sure. Fight's kind of going here, so this works. Long sightline. Look at this. There is not a character in the game that is stronger at this right here.
You got me here though.
But too close, right? He starts to get close. You got to run away. You got to grapple away. You still had your grapple here.
I didn't get away.
That's
I
all
thought I
right.
would hit the shot.
That's all right. That's all right. Listen, if you believe in yourself, I'm down for it. I appreciate the confidence.
I have a bad case of cancelitis.
All right, let's go.
Tried it.
Careful. Be careful.
Okay, so this is...
Now this is scary, right? Because
Yeah.
there's going to be certain points where it doesn't feel like there's a long angle available.
Mhm.
But again, this is where you need to practice moving around these points and experimenting. I can tell you, for example, that you could peek this here. Do you see the sightline here?
Mhm.
This is beautiful. It's not a great angle, but it's a beautiful long sightline. But if you don't know that, then you're not going to be here. It's the same thing as first point, where you need to experiment more. You need to try different positions and see what works for you. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. This is an angle, but it's too close.
I think
Now
I
he's
died.
low. Yeah, he's low, so you should get him. But yeah, obviously, it's scary to say the least, and then now you're dead.
And I
Okay.
just jumped down.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It happens. Don't worry about it. Long sightline here. Should be good. Even just to shoot bubble, it's good. Winston's out. Winston's dead. Take the long sightline. Let's go. Yes. There is not a DPS character in the game that is scarier than you are right now. You are terrifying. Ah! Okay.
Missed that one.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Nice job. Easy peasy. Game is on easy mode when you're on a long sightline.
This made me think about how I don't experiment much with my angles.
Well, that's it, right? Like, you know, the thing is it's not even like you don't know what you're looking for, right? You know exactly what you're looking for. Long sightline, off angle. So go find them. Find them, right? Go experiment more.
Your end is within my reach. Join with me.
By the way, if we're talking about Venomine here, when there's nothing to do, like right now, throw it out on a flank where you think they might come from. It's free damage, free scouting.
Okay.
I will say at your rank, you don't need to worry too much about the specifics of how and when and where to use it. Just between fights, throw it out there somewhere. Throw it out there where the enemy might come from. Anywhere you think somebody might come from, use it. Totally fine to do that. Ha! Now, the problem with this Venomine is what, though? What's the problem with this?
They left.
Well, but they might come back, right? There might be a flank here, right? Where's that Cassidy? Where's that Junkrat? The problem here is that the fight is starting right now, and where should you be?
Over there scoping.
Over here scoping, right? This sightline right here? But no, you're throwing a Venomine, right? By the way, why do I like this position better than this position?
Over here, I'm kind of too close to the venom mine, and they can get me from over here without hitting the venom mine. Also, you can see a wider scope over here.
Angle, right?
Mhm.
Angle. Both are along sightlines. This is a better angle. That's it. Beautiful. But you notice how easy this game has been every time you've had a longer sightline. Even if it wasn't a very good angle. It was longer sightline, easy mode. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
No one can hide
Sure.
from my sight.
Mhm. Oh, give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's keep going here. Nice shot on the Riptire there. Ah, look at your fin of mine. Nice job.
This Cassidy was scaring me the whole game.
Yeah, he's crazy. That doesn't matter. You still got value, right? Like he was. The only thing I would say here is this a long sightline anymore?
No.
Right?
They're too
Because
close.
you see this, right? So then that's what should you do with your grapple?
I should be further back more.
Where specifically?
Maybe behind this thing right here, this pillar, or
Yeah.
over there by the main door.
Yeah, over there, over here. Yeah, this works for me. Use it. Let's go. Because you pick a long sightline, it's the enemy's team's job to try and make that not a long sightline anymore, right? They want to get close to you, so you just have to adjust. That's it.
Winston took up too much space.
Yeah, he sure did, right? He sure did. He got way too close to you. Okay, wait for the team. Ooh! Okay, you're good. Long sightline here.
So fast.
What is it?
How did the Winston get over there so fast?
That's a good question, actually. I think he just jumps. Oh, there you go. He jumps a lot further than you think, I guess. Pretty good, right? Obviously, not a lot of great sightlines here, but you did take a nice long sightline, relatively so. So, okay. Fine by me.
And he just walked by me. I think he did it like 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, he's focusing on somebody else, which is fine.
May got him.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. You took a long sightline, you took an angle, did some damage. Good job. Really, really good job.
I think they switched to Sojourn.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, she's back in spawn. But again, look at the sightline. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
You're the best. You're the GOAT. Well, nobody, you will win these most of the time. And if you lose, it's a skill issue. Keep practicing and you'll win them. Like, he's annoying, but you see how many shots he has to freaking land?
Yeah.
Obnoxious, right? I mean, he is obnoxious, but it's honestly a waste of his time, right? Like, it's not good value for him, and he's risking getting killed. The only thing I would say here, and I know we've talked about this a little bit already, but what's the problem that you see here?
My sightline is not that good.
Well, it's okay, right? Is there a better option available? Well, this was here, but you got poked out, so you dropped it here.
Over there at the top.
Maybe, but that feels a little too close, right? You see this big clump of garbage here? I actually think your sightline's good, but I want you to watch very carefully here. See it?
No.
You're dancing the rumba.
Yeah.
Do you need to dance the rumba right now?
No.
No. That Cassie has to hit like 2 headshots just to kill you at that range, if not 3. So you're good. Just chill. Hold still. Don't make the shots harder than you need to.
Okay.
You need to move sometimes, but when you're that far away, don't need to move. Hit the shot.
No one can hide from my sight.
Sure? Again, why are you moving?
I have no idea. I feel like I'm gonna get shot as soon as I stop. Too much Widow headshot.
That's it right there, right? Too much Widow headshot. You got this nervous, every 1v1 is a Widow 1v1, but it's not a Widow 1v1. You don't need to worry about it. And then because you're so focused on, you know, you're like I said, you're doing some sort of like line dance, and then you know, you get dove by Winston. So, okay, let's die. Gonna die. Ha!
Yeah.
You rat! Shame on you.
They asked me to switch to replay.
I don't care. That's why you don't join team text chat. You've been popping off this entire game as Widowmaker. Your teammates don't know what they want. Well, actually, they do know what they want, but they don't know what they need, right? Okay?
I died here.
You know? Yeah, of course you die here. You're pulling shenanigans, so okay. What are you seeing so far? What needs to be practiced so far?
Mind placement could be better. Place it at angles. I mean, not angles. Flanking areas. Sorry. I gotta work on my angles.
On angles between fights, please. Okay?
Yeah.
Positioning.
Positioning, I should be taking angles more.
Taking what type of angles?
Longer
Yeah.
sight.
Long angles. Pursue long sight lines.
I also have to stop worrying about getting heals for my supports as much.
Yep.
and instead be getting health packs.
Split from your supports if your sightline is good. It's more important to take a good sightline than it is to stay inside of your team and get healing because you're
I
wasting
gotta
space.
stop doing the tango too.
Yeah. Yep. Unnecessary movement when you are totally safe. Hit the shot. Okay. Next code here. Which one do we go to next? We got a little bit more time.
Just I think the next one. Just the next
Okay.
one in line.
Let's do it.
One of them I played Hanzo for like a really long time. I dipped
Okay.
this Widow really bad. Oh, it's this one. It's this one.
Should we skip the Hanzo part then?
Oh, I played Widow first, but I
Oh,
was
okay,
dipping the
okay.
other Widow so badly.
You were whatting that? You were diffing?
Yeah.
Then why'd you go Hanzo?
Sombra.
You switched to Sombra. Ah, I see.
Well, they played Ashe at first.
Nice long sight line, obviously, right? So easy peasy. The only two things that matter in the Widow duel is unpredictability of positioning and mechanics. If she knows where you are and you don't know where she is, then you win. So she knows where you are. You don't know where she is. You're at a disadvantage right now. So where could you adjust to your positioning if you knew they were on Widow?
There's a room down at the lower right, I believe.
Like here? Or lower right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, right here. Right here. Right? Perfect.
Sniper.
See, that's just that's luck, right? I don't want luck. Now it's even. But I don't want even. Right? I want you to have that first shot advantage.
Okay.
So that's where you could change the position, play a little bit of mind games with them. Like you're not know where you are. Again, to be honest with you, you should be dead here. Like she's just missing shots in you. Emphasized's fine. Maybe a little early, but not a huge deal.
I should hit that.
Mm-hmm. You know why you missed that? Watch this shot on the Ana. Watch your crosshair. You're moving just a teeny tiny bit.
Yeah. I need
Don't
to
need
slow
to.
down more too.
You do. That Widow's dead again, so there's no point moving. It's a brig. Why are you 80-80 strafing a brig? Right? You know? Just hold still.
It's such a bad habit.
That's all right. It's because it's the reason why it's a hard habit to break is because movement is very important. It's very good most of the time, not all of the time, right? You got to be smart with it. Sure. He's having a hard time.
Yep.
I assume this is gonna be the swap here.
He removed the game. He removed the fun.
Yeah. Now, how do you play around Sombra?
I have no idea.
You need to be smarter. Because I could tell you how to deal with Sombra, but then there will always be a new problem, whether it's Wrecking Ball or Winston or some new hero or something else, so they'll rework this character and it'll be a problem. You got to be smart. Figure it out. How do you play around Sombra?
People say to play around your team, but that's not helpful for Widow.
No, I agree. Yeah, and you could die really quickly inside of your team too. I mean, you might want to play near one of your supports if you can, but there's a lot more to it than that. All right, how do you play around Sombra?
I have to change my position a lot.
How? Why?
Because she would know where I am if I stay in one spot.
Okay.
I need to place my Venom Mine more in flanking spots, tighter spots, so she can't move around them. Is there something I'm missing?
Yeah, sure. What's the weakness of Sombra? Especially new Sombra, right?
It feels like she has no weakness.
That's a bit of Widow goggles there, right? What's her escape route?
Her translocator.
Okay. How does she kill you?
Virus.
Okay. How do you purge virus or prevent her from killing you?
I don't know. She seems unstoppable. Like Um, I guess my grapple. That's
Yeah,
the only thing I could do to get away.
maybe, but you might just die, right?
hmm I can't think of it.
What if? What are your odds of surviving if you're positioned here?
Not good. She can translocate behind me.
Okay. What are your odds of positioning here, surviving here?
About the same. She's normally always looking for me.
What are your odds of positioning here, up here?
Oh, that's pretty good. I
Why?
think she can use her cooldown on translocator, and I can get down.
Right.
Let's
So
get
she
the
has to
virus.
use her translocator to get to you.
hmm
Right. Or takes like 6 years to get to you. Right. In which case you can Venomine. You got me?
Mhm.
Right here. Okay. So high ground. You got it? High ground. Good. Versus Sombra. Forces use translocator or path a long way. All right. What about positioning here?
That's not that good. I'm in an enclosed spot. Oh, um, I don't know. I don't know what can help me, to be honest.
Also,
I think I should just get a different position.
what can this health pack do for you, or what can a health pack do for you?
Give me another chance at life.
Do you know that? Did you know that it purges virus? It doesn't just it heal. It doesn't just heal you. It stops the virus from taking on you.
Seriously?
Yes.
Does it do it for nade too?
Not for nade, no, but it stops
Oh.
virus and it stops dynamite as well. But for more important for you, it stops virus from taking.
Okay, that's pretty good to know.
So, how could you play? Let's say you wanted to play around this mega health pack, or maybe around this mega health pack here. What could you do?
I have a sightline, like a little bit, yeah, where I am right now, and there's a mega pack over here, and I
Mm-hmm.
also have a sightline right there.
So then, where do you Venomine?
In this spot right here, I'd
Mhm.
probably go for on the beige wall to the left, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like in here. So if she comes behind, and then you're ready to grapple or run to where, right?
I can grapple over the little wall over here, right?
Yeah, you can. Or you could just freaking walk to the mega or grapple to the mega, right?
Oh yeah.
Purge it, turn around, SMG. She has no virus. She may have tripped your Venomine and hope that you win the 1v1. Because the other thing too is when Samra's in, she's in. When she's out, she's going for you, she's out, right? She has to translocate out, re-stealth, grab health. And so as soon as you force the Sombra out, like let's say you survive the Sombra, you can kind of forget about her for a few seconds, right?
Yeah.
So you don't always have to be worried about Sombra. Just when you don't know where she is.
Hopefully this will help. But she feels so unbeatable. Like right there, I could have used it.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, right? Like,
Can you go
Look
to her POV for a second though?
watch for 1 second. Watch for 1 second. You should already be moving where right now?
Oh, there's a health pack.
To the health pack, right? So watch. You're not. You're jumping. You're not. You're moving forward. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You would have made it. You would have made it.
Could have.
And then all of a sudden,
Even
You
if
get
I
what I'm
didn't use my grapple.
even if you didn't use your grapple, and all of a sudden you shoot her. Heck, you could have been grappled out. Just SMG her. She's in trouble. Your weapons. The thing is like with your weapon is like your SMG is a lot better than it used to be, right? Remember the buff that they did to the spread? It's a lot better, right? So let's go to her POV. Now she missed some shots here, but she did hit the hack and she did hit the virus, that's where her biggest burst comes from. You could have lived this. You could have lived this.
Yeah.
You got me? Something to consider. Okay. Let's see if there's any more. Is there any more Widow?
For the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. We've got.
Oh, you got a reward?
I guess I don't know what I got a reward for. What did it say?
I don't know. I just said reward for a
Weird.
Moira thing.
Weird. I don't know. I don't have any streams pulled up. I don't think there's any drops or anything. Weird. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take it. Let's watch one fight from this, and then let's get some notes. Sound good?
All right. This one was kind of like a little bit of a steamroll, but I haven't been losing as much recently.
Sure. I like your initial angle here. Nice angle, long sightline. Where should your Venomine be?
Over there. No,
Uh-huh.
actually, not over there.
Over
Just
here,
around the
maybe?
corner so they don't see it.
Yeah. Or just on. Yeah, see. See, the reason why Venomine is so important is not because it's so much value all the time, but it's free value that you can do between fights. There's literally nothing to do, so you might as well think about your positioning and think about your Venomine.
Oh, this Tracer. Oh, I remember this. I felt bad.
You dunk on her?
No, I kept on. Oh yeah, I did dunk on her. A little bit.
Venomine.
But here it
You
is.
see it? Come on.
Yeah. My Sombra was kind of protecting me this whole game.
Good shot. Nice long sightline. Ooh, look at you pop off. All right, I want to see it. Come on.
Hopefully, pop up. I was
Get him.
That Roadhog
Get it. Finally, but why are you doing it now? It's too late.
thought she was gonna blink through it. I think here it is.
Hey, nice job. You know that I'm glad we watched this.
actually
That's a good note to end on. Okay.
Mhm.
Going back through our notes, mine placement on angles between fights, positioning, taking long angles, pursuing long sides, blah, 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 blah. Is there anything else to add? That's a lot of points to work on. A
lot. I gotta put this in my notes. Give me 1 second.
Problem.
I have a lot of it actually. Turn off team match chat. Take a break. Begin to practice and vac stuff. Take the 1-2 minute breaks. Yeah, I have some of it already. I just have to copy and paste the rest.
Sure. The Sombra matchup as well. And you know what I'm going to do? Again, I'm not going to give you the notes of what to worry about. You need to remember them. You need to think about it on your own. The reason that I think this is really important, is for you to be able to rank up. I can help you. I can give you tips. I can give you tricks. I can give you some guidance. I can ask questions that you have to answer. But you have to do it yourself. You have to coach yourself. If you have a tough matchup or a tough map, or you don't know the right angle, or don't know how to play this, figure it out. Think about it. Try stuff. Experiment. Don't be scared to lose games. Don't be scared for people to make fun of you. Try it out. Now, you're more than welcome to message me, anytime that you'd like. But and I'll be happy to help you. But ultimately, like, the best Overwatch players, people that rank up and improve, do so not because a coach told them what to do, but because they figured it out what to do. Right. Now, that's why a lot of the stuff here is like, even when I was telling you what to do and giving you guidance, I was asking questions because I want you to think about it. I want you to learn how to figure problems out on your own.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like I said, don't hesitate to message me anytime. But I do encourage you, whenever it's like the Sombra matchup, where yes, it is. It's as close to a hard counter as we have probably in this game right now. But you could play around it. I've played versus some very good Widowmakers as Sombra, and I had a really hard time versus those Widowmakers, especially when they were playing high ground, especially when they're playing around their supports, or especially when they're playing on health packs, especially when they're good with their Venomine, and especially when they reacted very quickly to getting, to me appearing on them, right? So there's ways of counterplaying around it. Practice it.
Okay.
Practice it. Okay. Do you have any questions?
How tall are you?
5'8.5".
Oh, you're taller than me.
Yeah. That's okay. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Yeah, so you're still growing though. You keep growing until you're like, you'll probably grow at least another half an inch, if not a full inch, before you're 22, 23. Guys grow for a long time. Yeah, I'm hoping to keep growing until I'm 35, 40, but I don't think my odds are that good.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have you ever talked to Kenzo before or met him?
I have not, no. I know of Kenzo, but I've never talked to them before.
And
He's really good. He's got some crazy clips.
yeah, I use it for motivation. And one more thing.
Sure.
Can you perhaps get me unbanned? I think your Twitch. I think I'm banned.